Alright, so last video we did the shoulder, so I guess we can do the arms now. We cut the arms up, as you can see. So all we need to do now is just grab each individual piece, and if we select the edge ring there and then just do an extrude R and just scale it in, it's that simple. Then we can grab the edge loop here, go to bevel edge, segments 3, and let's take a look. Let's just bring it in to about here, something like that. And then we can do the same here. So select the edge ring there, edit mesh, extrude, R to scale. You can hit 4 just so you can see what you're doing and just scale it in. And then do this one here. So extrude and hit 4 again, R, and just scale it in back to 5. And you can grab these two edge loops here and just bevel them. And so again, segments 3 and just bring the fraction in. There you go. So if you hit 3 here, you can see the segments. There we go. And to make them a bit sharper, because if you take a look at this edge loop here, when you hit 3, it moves all the way up there. And what that does, it means it softens the edge here. But maybe you want a harder edge. So what you should do is just add a couple more edge loops. So now this edge loop will remain in position, you see. And you can do the same here. Let's take a look at this position here. See, it moves forward just a little bit, hardly at all really, and that's because this edge ring here is close to the edge there. If it was further away, this would travel more, as you can see. So, but to be on the safe side, and if you do want it just a little bit sharper, you can always add another edge loop here, and there you have it, and even a few more, just to make sure that your edges are nice and sharp. And the same goes for here. So, you know, if you grab this edge loop here, you can see it moves down, and this one here, you can see it moves down. So what you can do is just start adding more edge loops. So now, if you take a look, it stays in position, and it gives you a sharper rendition of your model. And so let's continue with this bit here. So mesh tools, no, edit mesh, extrude R, hit 4 if you want to take a look at how much you're scaling it in there. And we don't have to do the bottom one here because we're not seeing it, although it does go in a bit too deep, and when it goes in a bit too deep, I like to cut a little bit off because we don't need as much geometry. If you don't see the geometry, then you don't need it. There you go. So here we can grab the edge loop here, do a bevel edge, segments 3, and just bring the fraction in a touch. And again, make sure you add some more resolution so you keep it nice and sharp. And there you go. And boom, 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 boom. And there you go. That's that part of the arm done. And then we've got this part of the arm. If we take a look, yeah, it's fairly simple really. I get the feeling like it kind of curves around there a little bit, and let's see how we can do that. Let's grab this edge loop here and this edge loop here, and let's do a bevel, and let's add some segments, and let's play around with the fraction. As you can see, we're creating that curve, you see. We're creating the curve. So there we go. And then here we want to make it nice and sharp. There we go. And same for this part here, we can make it sharp. I believe it is sharp. Yeah. Okay, and this bit here as well. 3, fraction, bring it in so it's nice and sharp. There we go. Let's take a look at what we've got here. I'm going to sharpen it by just adding a couple more edge loops. There you go. And here we want to bevel this and bevel this edge loop as well. There we go. Bring it in so it's much tighter. Grab the multi-cut tool, add an edge loop here, one here and one there. Excuse me. There we go. And the arm is done. Now we can select all the parts of the arm, including the fingers. Control G. Actually, we want to put the shoulder. No, we don't, because the shoulder's already posed. We haven't posed the arm yet. So there we go. So this is the left arm group. So yeah, all right, that's that done. Yeah, just a little bit sticking out, as you can see, like here. Let's just push it in a bit more. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Alright, cool. So that's the arm finished, and I'll see you next video.